Well, that was a waste of a fucking hour. Spoilers, by the way, because I can't really rant or rage about this without bringing up stuff that happened in the movie that are spoilers. So if you got a problem with that, fuck off. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tell you to fuck off. That was very rude of me. But go watch it on Netflix and come back and listen to me go apeshit on this. I don't hate this movie. I mean, it's fine. It's a perfectly serviceable sci-fi movie about space shit. It's like Star Trek or whatever. But me, someone who liked 10 Cloverfield Lane, actually wanted something more substantial in my Cloverfield sequel. The first Cloverfield and even 10 Cloverfield Lane were good because they seem to be telling this anthology series about realities where it's seemingly normal, but then science fiction comes and fucks everybody over. It's like Twilight Zone and Black Mirror. They fucked and they had a baby, and that baby was this, and that's great. But with Paradox, what we ended up getting, and what's the worst part about it, is the story that's like, screw all the fun stuff that you liked in the first one and the second one, and let's focus on a movie that's answering a question that, personally, I haven't been asking since 2008 when the first movie came out. And what's even worse than that is that it's very clear that this movie was cut to shit. Cut to shreds, put in the shredder, in the meat grinder, and grind it up and then just shat out and put on Netflix. Maybe not Suicide Squad levels of cut to shit, but all the same, someone, I don't want to say JJ, because he's my guy. JJ, baby, honey, sweetie, if you're listening to this, I love you. I don't blame you for this. But someone over there fucked this up. Someone over there was like, hey, yo, let's just do this thing instead. And I can forgive making a Cloverfield prequel. I can forgive that. If and only if the reason for this one aspect of your franchise, where the monster came from, wasn't something that could be said in one sentence. This is how it boils down. The Earth is in an energy crisis. NASA decides to send astronauts into space with a particle accelerator. And if you watch The Flash, you know that shit doesn't fly. But rather than making a group, a character of interesting people with superpowers, they ended up going to another reality. And by going to another reality, they opened up a portal that fucking Cloverfield monster came through, and all those demon shits, they came through, and they fucked us over. If you want to make a prequel, all that's good and fine and great, but why the hell did we need to spend an hour and a half with people you don't really give a shit about in a world that's so half-assedly put together to tell us something that, honestly, anyone... I just realized something. They tell you that in the movie. In the first scene of the movie, fucking Harvey Bullock from Gotham tells you, oh, hey, yeah, you know, if they're really fucking us over, if they do this particle accelerator thing, it's gonna open rifts in time and space and shit. And then that's what happens, and no one listens to them. They're just like, oh, he's just a fucking idiot or whatever. But anyway, I always assumed that the appeal of the monster, and even the appeal of the first Cloverfield movie, was ambiguity. We had no idea where it came from, what it was, and what it was doing here. All we knew is that it came, and it's killing people, and it's fucking our shit up. Even 10 Cloverfield Lane didn't try to bother explaining what that was. They just focused on telling their own story. I mean, explaining it just kind of ruins that mystery, and for someone like JJ, looking at you, baby, who's a big fan of keeping mysteries, you really dropped the fucking ball, dude. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. God, this movie sucks.